Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our second in a series of our chakra studies. My name is Kathy, and I'm happy to join you here tonight or whenever you're practicing. So today's practice will focus on the sacral chakra. So we'll actually start lying on our backs so I can talk a little bit about the chakra, the location, and some information about it. So open up your legs to the corners of your mat, lay your head back down, flip your palms up in a gesture of surrender or acceptance. Starting to breathe deeply, and I'll cue you with the location of the chakra. So take your fingertips and take them about 3 inches below your navel, right in the center of your lower belly. Lay your left or right fingertips there, and your other hand on your heart center. So locating where that space is, it's a little bit above the root chakra, which we studied last. And the sacral chakra is where we house our emotional issues, our sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, sexuality. The color represented by this chakra is orange. And this chakra represents our connection and our ability to accept others and to accept new experiences. When it's out of balance or imbalanced, we may have food cravings, mental and physical addictions, and just emotional hang-ups. So the element that's represented by this chakra is water. So it's kind of appropriate that I'm doing this chakra study on a rainy evening. So keep breathing with your eyes closed, your shoulders melting down into the mat, your fingertips just lightly resting on the sacral chakra, remembering that the chakras are on both sides of your body. So the same place. So it'll be, if you're on your, if you feel where your tailbone is underneath you, you're going to be slightly above that tailbone where the root chakra is. About 10 more breaths here. Remembering I do these classes music free, so you can put your own playlist on if you haven't already done that. This would be a good opportunity. Take lots of breaks during our practice and just enjoy this time on your mat. About 5 more breaths right here. Then start to inhale your knees right into your heart. Cross your ankles, draw the knees in towards the belly. Rock from side to side. And then uncross your ankles, roll forward and backward, or come right up to boat pose. So boat pose works on the root chakra and the sacral chakra because it's that sacral part of your body, the sacrum, that's pulling towards the legs. Knees are bent, feet are up. You can stay right here, just breathing, trying to pull your shoulders away from your ears and pulling the belly in towards the thighs. You can also straighten your legs. You can open your arms. We won't row the boat quite yet. We're just warming up. Take 3 more breaths here. Pull your belly forward. And then bend your knees and slide your feet behind you. We'll come up to tabletop pose. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tops of the feet tapping down on the earth. And we'll move through those cat-cows to open the spine. Inhale, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale to tuck and curl. Pull the belly into the spine, arch your back, press into your hands and feet. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 3 more. Back to a neutral spine. Curl your toes, press into your hands and your toes, lift your hips, and press up and back into downward facing dog. Tuck
tuck your chin, shake your head yes and no, walk the dog, bend one knee at a time, work the opposite heel down, push actively away from the earth with your hands and all 10 fingers. Make this feel good. Sway your hips side to side. And then coming to stillness, inhale, look towards your hands. As you exhale, take a walk up to your hands. Inhale, peek up halfway. Exhale, fold it in. Tuck the chin. Look towards your navel. Straighten your legs as much as you can. You can leave your hands on the earth. You can hold opposite elbows. You can sway side to side. You can wrap your arms behind your legs. Pull the chin towards the legs. Just enjoying a little inversion. Maybe you've had a stressful day. First time you had to invert. And then releasing the bind. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms to your heart. And we'll begin our sun salutation A's a little differently today. So listen to the cueing. We'll do several of these. So inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, peek up halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands and step your right foot back into a lunge. As you exhale, come to down dog. Inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, all the way down to your belly. Hug your elbows in. And then curl your toes, lift up into a little push-up. And then exhale, down dog. Whew. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step, jump, or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to center. Exhale, mountain. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with your heart. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back into a lunge. And then step the right foot back, down dog. Inhale, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale all the way down to the belly. Hug your elbows in. Curl your toes. Inhale, halfway up. And then exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to your hands. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, mountain. One more time on each side. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, right foot steps back, lunge into the left, wiggle the left toes forward so the knees right over the wrists. And then on your next exhale, step the left foot back, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look towards the hands. Exhale, feet to the hands. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Stretch the fingertips towards the sky and exhale, mountain. Last time on the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step the left foot back into a lunge. We'll take an extra breath here. Pull the hips forward and down. Feel the stretch. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lower all the way down. Curl your toes, inhale, lift up. And exhale, down dog. Moving from here to sun bees as we inhale, look towards the hands. Exhale, bend your knees, step, jump, or walk to the front. Make sure your feet are together as you inhale, peek up halfway. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, drop your hips, lower chair pose. So bring your arms up by your ears, but then drop the shoulders. Squeeze the inner thighs together. We're going to add a warrior one to the end of this sun bees. So first we'll take a prayer twist. So bring the hands to heart center, take the twist over to the right, hook your left elbow lightly as you look over your right shoulder. Maybe you open your arms. Inhale, come back to chair pose. As you exhale, take that twist to the left. Next, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your feet back, take the chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, pivot and plant your left foot and come on up, warrior one, just for a big breath in. And exhale, hands around your right foot, step it back and lower again, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot forward, pivot and plant the right foot, come on up on your inhale. And exhale, hands around your left foot, step back, chaturanga. Inhaling to sweep the heart up. Exhale, roll over your toes, down dog. We'll just do 2 of these. So as you inhale, look towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Take your feet to your hands. As you inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, knees bend, hips drop, chair pose. So in this chair pose, opportunity to feel the sacral chakra by tucking the lower back slightly and feeling that lower belly engage. Squeezing the inner thighs, weight is in your heels. Big inhale. And as you exhale, take a twist to the right. Inhaling back to chair pose. And on an exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, chair. Exhale, legs straighten, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, lower down. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Step the right foot forward, pivot and plant the left foot. Inhale, up, warrior one. Exhale, hands around your right foot. Step back, lower down. Inhaling up. Exhaling, down dog. Stepping your left foot forward, pivoting your right foot, leaning into the back foot as you inhale up. And exhale, hands around your left foot, chaturanga. Now that we're nice and warmed up, we'll take our 2-minute plank. Joining me for all or part of it, whatever feels good. Just try to keep your form. If you lose it, drop down to your knees, take a breath, and then join us. Get a little look at the watch so we don't go too far over. As you inhale, bring your shoulders forward, pull your heels away from you, lift your belly, push the earth away, and look down between your hands as you breathe deeply. Really isolating that lower belly as you send the breath there.
is a time to sing along to your playlist, tell yourself a funny joke. I'm not as prepared today, usually I have one. I did have a great student of mine do all her writing today with sidewalk chalk, and she called to send me the video of all the positive messages she typed or wrote on the sidewalk with chalk. It was awesome. Take 10 more breaths. I think we're almost there. Shake your head, pull your belly in, push the heels away. Long breaths. And downward facing dog. Grab a sip of water, a towel off if you need it, or turn your heat down like I'm going to. Thanks for that. And we'll begin our first flow. We're going to be holding some poses for several breaths to try to really anchor through the heels and through the root chakra and the sacral chakra. So we'll start this flow from Warrior One. So as you inhale, pick your right leg up high behind you, bend your right knee, drop that leg over to the left, stack your hips, roll your right ankle around. Then as you inhale, draw it back behind you. Exhale, step it between the hands for Warrior One. Pivot and plant your left foot. Make sure your heels are lined up underneath you. Press into your right heel and the back edge of your left foot. And inhale your arms up. Gaze up. Maybe even you take a little back bend here. Draw the root chakra and the sacral chakra down towards the earth. Get really rooted. Nice, strong Warrior One. As you exhale, we'll move to Warrior Two. So pivot on your left toes. Bend into your right knee. Pull your right knee away from your right big toe and extend your arms out on either side as you press actively into both feet. Extended side angle, right forearm to the thigh, left arm up and over the left ear as you bend your right ear towards your right shoulder. You can also put your right hand down on the earth, extending your left hand overhead. Or you can bind, dropping the right arm under the right leg, reaching around for it with the left and opening up over the left shoulder. So you can decide. But wherever you are, let's windmill back, Warrior Two. Coming to triangle pose, straighten the right knee, send the right fingertips forward and then tip down. Right hand down, left arm up, gaze at your left hand, stack your left hip over the right. Moving into half moon, so you're going to have to bump off of your back foot, plant your right hand, inhale, pick your left leg up and turn your toes sideways. Left arm is up, gaze is up. Revolved half moon, left hand plants. Pivot a little bit on your right foot, drop your left toes towards the earth and inhale the right arm up, look up. Revolve triangle, step your left foot back in line with the right. Move your left hand back, both legs are straight, gaze is up at the right hand. And then revolve extended side angles. So this is a little tricky. You have to back your left foot up a little bit, bend into your right knee, and everything else stays right where it is as you look up. And then drop your right hand down, step your right foot back, and take chaturanga. Next, inhale, pick your left leg up, bend your left knee, drop it over to the right side, stack your hips, roll your left ankle around. Inhale it back behind you, and as you exhale, step it forward for Warrior One. Pivot and plant the right foot. Press into both feet, get nice and anchored, and then come on up. Look up. Pull your right hip forward so you anchor that back heel. Gaze is up. As you exhale, open warrior two. Pivot on your right foot. Maybe walk it back a little bit. Left knee opens. Arms extend. Shoulders drop. Belly is tucked in. Tilt your pelvis down towards the mat. Extended side angle. Left forearm down. Right arm up and over the right ear. Or left hand on the earth or bind. Warrior two. Triangle pose. Straighten your left knee. Take your left fingertips forward and then tip the left hand down, pulling the right shoulder and the right hip back as you gaze up at your right fingertips. Half moon, push into your left heel. Walk your left fingertips forward. Right foot points towards the right side. Arm is up, gaze is up. Revolve half moon, plant your right hand. Pivot a little bit, turn your right toes down. Inhale your left arm up. This is a good place for a block. Then step your right foot back, revolve triangle. Try not to dump too much into the right hand. And then walk that right leg back a little, bend into the left knee and inhale the left arm up. And then exhale, left hand down, step your left foot back and lower through chaturanga. Nice long flow. Not a lot of balance in this one, but a lot of strength. So we'll have balance in the next flow. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale it between the hands. Pivot and plant the left foot. Warrior one. Take 5 breaths here. Exhale, warrior two. Extended side angle. Warrior two. Triangle. Revolve triangle, half moon. Right hand down, left foot out, left arm up, look up, and then revolve your half moon. Plant your left hand, pivot on your right foot a little bit, drop your left toes, look up at your right hand, and then step it back for revolve triangle. Both legs are straight, gaze is up, and then bend into the right knee, walk that left leg back. And you can come off of the left fingertips if you want to do revolved extended side angle. You can plant that left forearm, maybe, on your left thigh as you look up. A little more challenging, obviously. And then both hands down as you step back. Chaturanga. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, take it between the hands. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. You might have to walk your right foot back a little so that you can extend your left knee away from the left big toes, stretching the fingertips out in opposite directions. Belly is tucked, extended side angle. warrior two, triangle, keep that right side body lifted, half moon, revolved half moon, revolve triangle, and revolve extended side angle. So maybe the right fingertips come up and the right forearm rests on the left thigh. And maybe not. And then left hand down, step back, chaturanga. And we'll take that flow through one more time on each side, adding a little core work. So as you inhale, pick your right leg up high. As you exhale, send your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your whole body forward as you tuck the right knee in, touch your nose or forehead. Woo. Inhale it back behind you. And as you exhale, step it between the hands. Warrior one. As always, the focus is on the breath. Opening to warrior two. Extended side angle. Warrior two. Triangle. Half moon. Revolve your half moon. Revolve triangle. And revolve extended side angle. And both hands down, step it back, lower down. Next inhale, left leg comes up. As you exhale, bring your body forward, tuck the knee in. Woo. Inhale it back. And exhale it between the hands. Pivot and plant the right foot. Come on up to warrior one. Opening up, warrior two. Extended side angle. Warrior two. Triangle pose. Maybe even release the left hand so you're just stretching the arms in opposite directions. Half moon. Revolved half moon. Revolved triangle.
And revolved, extended side angle. And chaturanga. Whew. Thankfully, huh? And from down dog, we'll have a water break and a few breaths in child's pose, just to root down through the sacral chakra and the root chakra both. Taking several breaths to reconnect. So this next flow will have a lot of balancing in it. So we'll just play together. It'll start in crescent warrior. So as you inhale, come back up to tabletop. Then curl your toes. Press your hips up and back into down dog. Walk the dog if it feels good. And we'll tap the knees to the elbows again on this flow. So as you inhale, pick your right leg up high. Exhale, tap your right elbow. Keep your leg high. Then your left elbow. Inhale it back. And as you exhale, we'll come to crescent warrior. So stay on the ball of your back foot. Press into your right heel and come on up. Gaze up at your fingertips. Look up. And then place your hands around your front foot and bump up to standing splits. Let your head drop. Tilt your chin, lift your left leg high. And as you inhale, we'll come up to tree pose. So let your left foot drop. Come on up slowly. Tuck the left foot into the right leg. And you can stay with your hands at heart center. I do encourage you to lift them and let your gaze go up. Rooting down through your tailbone, your pelvic area. Coming from here, we'll move to majorette. So take your hands back to your heart so you can take your left knee forward. Step your left foot forward up, lift it up, lift your gaze up. And then bend your left knee, reach for the outside edge of your right knee and send your left hand behind you. Look back behind you. And then step to the long side of the mat. Inhale for star. Exhale, forward fold. We're just going to take some tiger lunges to the front and the back of the mat. So bend your left knee, bring your hands to heart center or keep them on the earth as you lift your right toes up. Inhaling to center and exhaling to the front of the mat, bending into the right knee, lifting your left toes. One more time on each side. So you can obviously probably sink down a lot lower than I can with my knee issues. And then we'll come up for goddess pose. So open your feet, bend your knees, hands at your heart, and then just sink down. I'm going to help myself down a little bit. Open your thighs, feel the weight in your heels, root down through your hips. Try to pull the shoulders over the hips a little bit. And then exhale, hands down. Straighten your legs, pivot on your feet, and step your right foot to meet the left at the back of the mat, lower down. Inhaling up dog, exhaling down dog. As you inhale next, take your left leg up, exhale, tap your left elbow, your right elbow, inhale it back, and exhale, step it between the hands, crescent warrior. Hands are way back behind you. Rib cage is lifted, heart is open. Exhale, standing splits. Hands surround the left foot. Bump off of the right toes. Drop your head and lift the right toes up. Coming up for tree pose. Majorette, maybe your hands stay there if your balance is a little better, like mine was on this side. Lifting up, then bend your right knee, left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand behind you, look back. And then step your right foot back. Inhale your arms up,
Exhale into a forward fold. And then take some of the lunges to the back of the mat, center the front of the mat. Take 2 on each side. Coming back to center to sink into goddess pose. Hands down, legs straighten, pivot on your feet, left foot back, chaturanga. Inhale your right leg up, exhale, tap your right elbow across to the left, inhale it back, exhale, step it between the hands, crescent warrior. Standing splits. Tree. Majorette. Bend your left knee, right hand on the knee, left hand behind you. And then step it open for star. Forward fold. As you inhale, come up halfway, and then exhale, lunge to the back. Inhale to switch. Exhale to the front. One more on each side. Letting both sets of toes come to the earth. Open your toes, bend your knees, goddess pose. If you're low enough to put your elbows in between your legs and open your legs that way, feel free. Hands down, legs straight, pivot on your feet, right foot back, lower down. Inhale your left leg up, exhale left elbow, right elbow, inhale it behind you, and exhale it between the hands, crescent warrior. Exhale, hands down, standing splits. Dropping the leg to transition to tree pose. Majorette. Bend the knee, left hand down, right arm behind you. Try to take your gaze back. And then step it open. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Lunging to the back. Inhaling to center, lunging to the front. One more on each side. Coming back up for goddess pose. Weight is in your heels, legs are open, quadriceps feeling strong, shoulders back, heart open. Exhale your hands down and take chaturanga.
And we'll take this flow one more time on each side and then allow some playtime in star this time. So as you inhale, right leg up, exhale, right elbow, left elbow, inhale it back, and exhale it between the hands, crescent warrior. Standing splits. Tree. Majorette. And keep the left knee up. Right hand outside it, left hand behind you. And then open to the long side of the mat. Inhaling up, exhaling to fold. And then spending several breaths here to do whatever you need to do this evening or this morning, whenever you're practicing. Maybe you interlace your fingers, make a basket for your head and lower your head, walking your feet apart as much as you can. Maybe you take those lovely twists, walking your right hand on top of your left foot, inhaling your left arm up and over, and then switching sides. Maybe you interlace your hands behind your back, lift the arms up and over, squeezing the palms together. I have to be careful, I have a candle over here. And when you feel fulfilled, lift your head, pivot your feet to the front of the mat, and step the right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale your left leg up, exhale it to the left elbow, to the right elbow, inhale it behind you, and exhale it between the hands, crescent warrior. Standing splits. Tree. Majorette. Reverse. Star. Forward fold. And enjoy some free choice here. And lifting up to center, pivot on your feet, step your left foot back, lower down. Inhaling up dog, exhaling down dog. And we'll just go through one little combination flow just to slow things down a little bit to end our class. Before we start to stretch a little, inhale, pick your right leg up high. Exhale, step it between the hands, pivot and plant your left foot. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Next exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Moving to pyramid, both hands down, pivot your toes forward, bump the left foot up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Coming up for airplane, walk your hands forward, lift your left leg up to hip height, and then open your arms to either side. Back to majorette. Inhale, lift. Exhale, standing splits. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step it back. Step your right foot back, lower down. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale it between the hands, warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 2. Reverse. Extended side angle. Pyramid. Airplane. Majorette. Standing splits. Vinyasa. Last time through on both sides. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale it between the hands. Pivot and plant your left foot. Warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, pyramid. Airplane. Majorette. Standing splits. Vinyasa. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale it between the hands, pivoting your back foot, coming up. Warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Open your left knee, push into your back foot. Check your back arm. Reverse. Extended side angle. Pyramid. Airplane. Majorette. Standing splits. And our last chaturanga, make it count. Nice, strong, maybe add a push-up. Meeting in down dog. Moving from here to pigeon pose. Inhale, pick your right leg up. As you exhale, bend your right knee, send it in between your hands. Sit down on your right hip and send your left leg behind you. Then press into your hands, lift your hips, pull the right knee back or the right ankle forward. Climb up to your fingertips. Try to keep your hips square. We're trying to really root down through the sacral chakra. And then as you exhale, walk your hands forward and just let your head drop. Maybe the crown of the head makes it down to the mat. Maybe you just make your hands into a pillow and let your head rest on them. Really be cognizant of your hips here. Maybe you stay up on your forearms and just really work on pressing the hips forward and down, really rooting down, feeling the opening in the hips. And then walking your hands under your shoulders, lift your upper body, curl your back toes, come off of your left leg, and then press into the hands as you release the right leg back. Bend your right knee, draw some circles with that leg, both directions. And then release the right toes down. Inhale your left leg up. As you exhale, send it forward, sitting on your left hip, stretching your right leg back behind you, right up from the hip. And then as you lift up, pull your left knee back and square your hips. Really stretch your right leg back. Come up to your fingertips on an inhale. And on an exhale, walk forward. Let your hips get really heavy. Drop your hips, drop your head. Release. And then slowly place your hands under your shoulders, curl your right toes, come off of your right foot, press into your hands as you release the left leg back, bend your left knee, draw those circles. And then let your left foot come to the earth to meet the right. Sit down on your hip, send your feet around in front of you, and plant your feet width of your mat. Pull the knees in close to your body, and then you're going to take your arms and feed them. You know, we always play a little bit. Take your arms and lay them underneath your legs, stretching them out in opposite directions. So really rooting down through your sits bones, feeling your pelvic area, get you rooted. And you can stay right here, just tucking your chin, maybe walking your fingers a little further apart. If you want to try to balance, you're going to walk your hands, bend your elbows, walk your hands in a little closer to your body, and then try to lift your feet up off the ground. You can just stay right here, or you can start to roll your body weight forward. You got to really get your arms underneath your legs. Fingers can point forward, and then get some momentum, rocking forward and backwards. See if you can lift your sits bones up. Kind of fun to try. I used to be able to do it, but on the rug it's a little harder. All right, release. Stretch your legs out long. Flex your toes. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the flesh away from the sits bones. And just make yourself into a nice L shape. Shoulders over your hips. Even tuck your back here and feel your belly engage. Legs are active. Toes are pointing back towards your body. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Lay your body right over your legs. Maybe your head makes it down there, maybe not. No pressure. You can tilt your chin, let your forehead come to your legs, or you can just stretch the chin forward. Grabbing your feet, grabbing the big toes, pulling the toes back, whatever feels good. And lifting up, just settling right back on your back for our final resting pose of Shavasana. Feet open up, arms extend long, palms up.
root your tailbone down to the mat. So maybe you scooch a little bit in either direction to really feel the lower back anchored. Place your hand on your chakra, the sacral chakra, so a little bit below the navel, hand back on your heart. Please stay in Shavasana as long as works for you. It's been an honor to share my practice with you. The light in me honors and bows humbly to the light, love, and energy in all of you. Namaste.